volume straight. I'm gonna try getting this chair right. You'd be surprised at how hard it is to try to get your camera angles and your audio straight when you're driving. I'm trying to do it live, but I think we good now. We might be good. But what's going on with y'all, man? How y'all doing out there today? Y'all can see from the title, we out here headed to the range again. Last time we went to the range, it was kind of like an impromptu kind of thing. I was actually having some errands to run on another side of town, so that was my only reason for going to the range that I went to. But it was so last minute that I didn't have a chance to do any type of prepping as far as getting my camera stuff together, which it ain't a lot of camera ish to do. I could have still gotten some filming done when I was at the range the other day, but being that, like I said, it was an impromptu range trip, it wasn't even no point in trying to get it all set up because I was only in there for about 45, maybe 50 minutes at the most. So I was like, nah, by the time I started getting my camera angles right and setting that up, I'll probably get a couple rounds down range, and then next thing you know, I'm up out of there. So I ain't even get a chance to shoot my rifles. As a matter of fact, I had only shot pistols while I was in there, and I maybe shot in total, maybe about 45 to 50 rounds. And then next thing you know, I was up out of there. I was gone. So, but how y'all doing today, though, man? I appreciate y'all for tapping in the other day when we did the live at the house, man. We had a lot of communication back and forth. The comment section was jumping, so I appreciate y'all for jumping up in there with me. Like I said, we was at the house, we was chilling. We didn't have too much going on. It actually was it was actually needed for me because I've been going through a downtime. Dealing with, certain mental things or whatever the case may be. So, I had to kind of force myself to get out of bed today, and, I went into the garage, got some cardio doing. My back started hurting as usual. Tried to walk it off for a little while, that ain't work. And then I finally just went, got me something to eat, packed my gear, and, I was like, hey, let's go to the range, let's go get some rounds down range. I was gonna go to the gun store, but I changed my mind on that. I figured it'd take too much of my time in the area that I'm going. The sooner I get back, the better, because traffic is going to be like crazy by the time I'm coming back from the range, and it's about a 40-minute trip anyway. So, place, yeah, best place to fart is the car, man. I'm one of them people that don't like to fart in front of people. I be feeling like it's mad disrespectful or mad rude, but that's just me. I can't say that somebody else go find it to be disrespectful if they do it. But, I try to respect the room and step out the way. If you was in the Navy like I was, or any type of branch in the military, and you sleep in close proximity to so many people, stuff like that just really irk your nerves. It's like, we already crammed in like sardines around here having to sleep. So, if you was in the Navy being in racks, we got, 3 racks on each side. You might have a berthing with about 100 or something people in here. So certain small things like that, like just farting out, come on, dog. Like if you sleep, we get it. If not, all right, then we'll give you a pass on that. LeBron is the guy, man. Ain't nobody greater than LeBron. I don't care what nobody say. I mean, Jordan got the stat record. Don't get me wrong. Jordan did a lot in less time and accomplishments. But as far as quality of best player, what have you, whatever the case may be, LeBron hands down, best player out there. Let me see. I'm loud and proud of my. I hear that. Hey man, be loud and proud with your stuff. It's a me thing, Is this what I'm on Uber Eats? Is always it might be, man. They might have to take it. They might have to go drop a deuce in between dropping off them Uber Eats. I ain't never did Uber Eats, but I know people that mess around with the transport of food, and sometimes you gotta make that stop. Or sometimes they just kind of be taking their time, especially if they go into an area, I'm guessing, where they know they might not get a lot of tippage. They know who don't tip, what areas, tip well and whatnot. So they might just be like, you know what, bump it. We not even finna press getting over there to you. We'll get there when we get there, because you probably ain't finna tip but $1 anyway, if that. So I appreciate it, man. I ain't ripped, but I'm feeling good. I've been getting back into the gym a little bit more since I say about a month or so. Just trying to work out a little bit more. I had went to the VA and got weighed. They was like, yo, you like 277. And I'm like, get out of here. But no, it was true, man. I checked the scale and everything myself on my own time, and I was definitely up in the 270 mark. So I was like, nah, that ain't where I need to be. So I tried to, just get a little more cardio in, a little more working out in, just mostly just getting a little more active than sitting around a lot. Being with my job causes me to sit more often than none throughout the day driving around. And I just try to limit my portions on how much I'm eating and kind of get back to some of my old workout, exercises and stuff like that. But But yeah, that's kind of how I started to bring it down some. So I'm about down in the 250-ish mark, which I would be down closer to 240 if I really had, went into like my meal prepping, mode phase or whatever, and really tried to, tackle it like I used to do back when I was a little bit younger. I would have easily been down into the 240 mark by now, and it would have been less than it would have been maybe a month time flip from going from 277 to about, I could have got it down to about 245 right now if I had really wanted to work hard at it. It's considered a good tip for food delivery. I don't know it. I mean, the only thing I order at my house from where I stay is Pizza Hut or Domino's, and 9 out of 10 is always the same people that deliver my food. Unless it's Pizza Hut and I order like later in the evening, they don't have late drivers there, so they'll end up sending Uber Eats people. But I mean, I feel like $5 is good. I feel like a 5 is straight, because if you tipping 10%, and if if you don't got a $50 order, then I feel like $5 is gonna always be a solid amount of tip. And I can't tip you based off of what I think other people in society are doing. I just feel like I know if I'm tipping right, then I'm tipping that $5. That, hey, you good to go. You came here, you made about a gallon of gas or so. If you equating it right, you got your nice little gallon to run around the rest of the evening or whatever. Let me see. So you got tip working at construction. Nah, you're right. You don't get tipped at working at construction, because I worked at the construction or shipyards out in Virginia right after I got out the Navy, as a matter of fact. So I was in the Navy working on aircraft carriers, got out, and went right back to work, basically helping build aircraft carriers. And we ain't get no tip, but we got them quarterly bonuses, Christmas bonuses, and stuff like that. So there were incentives on getting the jobs done early, as far as whatever project we might have been working on, whatever ship we might have been working on. So to get it done early always kind of benefit us on the back end when it comes to the, I forget what the payouts they call them. It's not a bonus. They would call it something else, but yeah, we would get those. I appreciate it, man. God loves us all, man. Have a good day yourself, for sure. Salam. Walaikum salam. Yeah, and it was a good time working at the construction. As a matter of fact, I actually liked it out there. A lot of gossip, a lot of messiness, but at the end of the day, the money was good. Money was real good. Peace bond to you, bro. And yeah, the money was real good. I ain't gonna lie, the money was so good that I remember going about 2 or 3 weeks getting paid and then never even checked my checking account, and was like, damn, I forgot. I've been getting paid the past few weeks. And when I looked at my account, I was like, man, it's like a lot. It's a lot more money in here than I actually expected to be having in here. And I was just, working regular 5 days a week, maybe work an extra overtime day on a Saturday, get a little time and a half. But when you working so much, you ain't really doing nothing. I stayed close to my job. I maybe stayed like 10, maybe less than 10 minutes away from the shipyard. The shipyard was in Newport News. I stayed in Hampton, but it was kind of like Mercury Boulevard. So anybody who know about the Hampton Roads area, it wasn't far at all to, to get from one exit to the other, maybe like 7 minutes if there's no traffic. We used to run when we get off work just to beat the traffic. But yeah, man, the money was so good, and I was working so often, I ain't do too much. So if I wanted to go shopping, I just go shopping. I never looked at how much stuff cost. I just was more so worried about if they had my size and something, and that was it. They had my size, sneakers, clothes, jackets, whatever. Take it to the register, check out. I never thought about saying like, oh man, I wonder how much it costs. I just go buy it to keep it moving, which is a bad thing, because I don't got no good I didn't have good money management skills at the time. So just because I knew I had the money, I would just go and like basically blow it off. Hey, what up, Navy Vet, man? Always Navy Vets in here, man. Salute to all the Navy Vets in here, man. Salute to all y'all. Especially the ones right now that's about to get ready to deploy, or anybody that is on deployment. I'm pretty sure if you're on deployment, you're not watching this. But if you're about to deploy, then salute to you, because I know a lot of y'all about to miss the holidays. And then, a lot of people was about to go on their little holiday break. So it's a lot of people about to go into 4-section duty days. And they're going to have to stay and watch 2 or 3 times a week more than what they normally would. So, salute to y'all. Don't gun deck your watches either, man. If you don't watch, man, do your watch right. Do your logs right. Check your equipment right. Do your good maintenance. Even though we down right now, it might not be a lot going on some bases, on some commands. Do your job right, man. Do your job. How long you been growing? You must not be talking about me, because I definitely ain't got no locks. But if you talk about the beard and that Porsche code, oh yeah, if you talking about the beard, man, I don't know. I've been growing this beard for years. I grow it, cut it off, cut it down, grow it back out again. So I think the last time that I really cut it like down, like all the way down to like face level, had to been maybe about 3 or 4 years ago, something like that. But other than that, this is pretty much the natural length of it, outside of maybe trimming it up here and there, knocking down the sides when I'm doing my side, I would call it sideburns, but like this, basically this area, taking it down so it's, looking a little more fuller at the bottom. I appreciate it. That's the Ammo Alchemist. Man, I need some more ammo. As a matter of fact, I went and bought like about almost 1,000 rounds the other day of 9mm, which I'm gonna go and train with today. And I'll probably pick up a few more rounds of 5.56 while I'm out. But what brand y'all like? Like, what brand do y'all really rock with when it comes to training ammo? I know everybody has their own specifics when it comes to self-defense ammo. That's if you actually use self-defense ammo. Because I know at one point in time I didn't know the difference, so I was using ball ammo as self-defense ammo too. Well, ball ammo is basically training ammo, so I think I was using like 115 grain. Full jacket, jacketed. Yeah, it was just FMJs. It wasn't even jacketed hollow points. It was FMJs, and I would use the FMJs at the range, and I would have them loaded basically as my self-defense round. Luckily I never had to use them, but I didn't know any better. That's what we used. Even when I was in the Navy, that's all that I remembered seeing people using was FMJs. But I was on the ship, so maybe it was different for people who might have been out on the field. But from what I know, everybody was using everybody was using ball ammo. I don't know why, but that's what they were using. Maybe it had something to do with the Geneva Convention and all that. A lot of that stuff starts to play when it comes to weapons that you use in combat, and the levels of extreme and stuff like that you could take it. Because I remember when people were talking about, they was finding out about the 5.45 round out of the AK-74s, and talking about the ballistic damage that they were doing when people were used to the 7.62s out of the AK-47s. Now I ain't driving no wagon, bro. I'm driving a Charger. This older model Charger, 2010 RT. So yeah, it ain't a wagon. It probably looked like it in the back, maybe like that Magnum look, but nah, it's just a RT. Nothing special. USA branded ammo. Yeah, USA. I guess ammo created here. I know some people that do reloads and stuff like that, but I wouldn't trust reloads when it comes to self-defense ammo. I think all of my self-defense ammo I run is either Hornady or 6R, because 6R has the V Crown, and I like the V Crown ammo. But SIG and Hornady are pretty much the only two that I run when it comes to self-defense ammo. But as far as training ammo, it don't really matter. What's the time? I don't know what time it is. I mean, it's like 1:55 over here, so what did you say? Or your beard is too far. Oh man, appreciate it, man. I don't think it's top notch. I think it's just somebody who just went and ducked their head and down into the faucet of the bathtub and rinsed it out and combed it and walked out the door. But I appreciate that though. You say only reload if I make them. Yeah. I feel that. I know some people they'll only trust their own reloads and they won't trust anybody else's. I'm not big on shooting reloads down my weapon just because I don't do it. So if I do actually use any type of reloads, it'll be with my homeboy Zach, because he does reload. So if we ever shooting together, and then he just hands me some ammo, then it's like, all right, I'm cool, because I know he's big on quality. I put it like that. Your leg hurt. Oh, you need to go to the doctor for that. I always thought do ammo was standard for I don't know. I mean, the standard might have changed, but as far as what I remember is, it was what it was. Yeah, I like MA55s. As a matter of fact, the range that I'm going to right now, they'll check your ammo that you bring into the range with the little magnet to make sure that you don't have any MA55. But I get it, because it was a lot of, I've seen a lot of videos where people who can't shoot well, accuracy isn't good, and then they go out there, they start shooting a little machine that, transport your targets back and forth, and then next thing you know you're tearing up the equipment. So I can understand that versus some ranges that don't mind, especially most outdoor ranges. Of course they don't care because it's outdoors, but I've seen some indoor ranges that don't really care, but for the most part they get very quality shooters and stuff of that nature. Let me see what we got here. Damn, and I got a lot of messages that got held for review, and I can't get to all these right now. Oh, I see. Look, my fault. I seen one of the messages that was like, you know, it's up for review, and I see why it was, so I'm not even gonna touch that. Better diet. I ain't know I was well, but okay. Maybe you're not talking about me. If you're talking about me and let me know I'm well, then I guess I appreciate it. Really helped my self-esteem today because I went and did a little bit of cardio. So I feel like I tried to get away from the well look and start to get more to the sharp look. So I'll take the criticism, I guess that's what you want to call it. Yo, bro, is really whoever gaming guy is, they really talking some crazy stuff. My sis different 556 video is still. I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna check it out for sure. Definitely go check it out. I'm almost at the range. As a matter of fact, I appreciate the conversation with y'all, man. It was good tapping in with everybody. I know it's been a second since I did my live from the other day, so. All right, bet. Yeah, send me a message on that channel, then we'll tap in, and I can learn a little bit more because it sounds like you definitely got a lot more knowledge than what I have. So I'm definitely trying to learn a little bit more as always, because I don't know everything, and I admit to not knowing everything. But I try to keep it real, and I try to be transparent about myself and the channel. Any type of information that I put out, I don't put it out as being the gospel, and I can get stuff wrong, and I can probably at times do things that might be unorthodox or just might not be right, but I'm always open to the criticism of anybody watching the channel, following it, subscribing, or whatever the case may be you want to give within reason, because I know when some people just talking crap, and I know not to take that, take it with a grain of salt, but I can understand when somebody's actually giving some solid knowledge, and sometimes some people's way of giving information back to somebody or their criticism comes off as being rude, but I try to read between that, because some people just so passionate about what it is that they do and know, quote unquote, that when they do want to give you some solid advice, it's coming from a position of feeling like, how could you not know this, type of deal. Let me see what they trying to say. God is man, shit. Yo, it's some wild people in here. I ain't gonna lie to you. There's some wild people in this comment section. So I'm gonna just have to go ahead and I need to get one of the mediator people. Man, where my boy Randall at one? I need him. Randall normally up in here. Let Randall be the mediator, because he definitely know how to get in here and tune some of these folks out. Yeah, ammo. Yeah, the topic of ammo is crazy, man. You'd be surprised at how much there is to learn when it comes to ammo, because even for myself, I only shoot a certain number of calibers anyway, so there's a lot about different calibers that I just do not know about, that a lot of other people fixate on and fantasize about when it comes to trajectories, ballistics, velocity, things of that nature. Some of the stuff that I don't really care about, and I'm not, I don't have a problem with admitting that I don't care about some of that stuff, because I'm just one of those people, or it's, if it touches you, it touches you. And at the end of the day, nobody want to get touched by it. So I could really care less about how good or bad the ballistics may be. Nobody wants to get touched by, any grain of whatever. Nah, I ain't steal this car. Somebody tried to steal my scat pack though, but I done sold it since then. Yeah, I mean, we always got the 9. If it ain't the 9, it's the 9. And if it's not the 9, then it's going to be the 9. So, there you go. Man, who is that? Shout out to Cameron Craig. Is that Cameron Craig? Cannon Craig. Okay, shout out to Cannon Craig on here, man. Appreciate you for tapping in and watching the channel. For sure. Definitely. I know one caliber that I've been trying to understand a little bit more about is the 6.5 Creedmoor. And I've seen a lot of people, like 6.5 Creedmoor and 300 Blackout are probably the top 2 rounds that I've started to become not familiar with, but those are just the top 2 rounds that I'm starting to see to become more common than just the 5.56, 223 Remingtons and the 7.62. I think the 6.5 Creedmoor and the 300 blackout is starting to just become very, very popular. I can't say they're becoming popular. From what I know, they've been popular. I found a 2-leaf clover. Hey, that's what's up. 2-leaf clovers. I don't know which one is the best one, but if two is one and one is none. So there you go. Good day. But yeah, from what I know, running the 300 blackouts are basically meant for suppression. So if anybody knows that, in the comment section, let me know. But from what I've heard, you know, throughout listening and experience or whatever, people talking, the 300 blackout was specifically made for being suppressed, like nothing else. Like it, because I see people with 300 blackout rifles, and you know they'll say, oh well, you know, I'm running 300 blackout out of a 16-inch barrel or 14.5 or whatever. But from what I've known, if you're running 300 blackout, it should be on something that's, I guess, maybe under a 12 or a 13-inch barrel that's suppressed, and then you're supposed to be getting, I'm guessing, the same type of terminal ballistics and velocity as something coming out of a 16-inch barrel at the you know, at the same distance or whatever. I'm not sure. Like I said, I don't know too much about it, but I'm trying to learn a little bit more on it though. Yeah, I only know what I shoot, and I like 9 mil. I like 124s. I like 147s. 115s, of course. I train a lot with 115s. My carry is 124s or 147s, but I do have my V crowns are 115s that I do carry, but those are kind of like in a backup. Um, well, not like a backup gun, but kind of like a truck pistol, if you know, if you want to call it like, you know, a lack of anything. All right, bet. I'll holler at you, Ammo Alchemist. I'll holler at you. But yeah, send me that info, and we'll tap in through that comment section or whatever that you tag me in later on. And I appreciate it. Salute, man. And we almost at the range, y'all. We really ain't too far. Thank you for the knowledge. Oh, no problem, man. No problem, man. Anything to make anybody feel better. I guess it ain't no different than seeing a dime sitting heads up. You know, it's like a good luck thing, I guess, to some people. Who knows? But, you know, anything to make you feel better, you know, push your mood into a better direction for the day. That's what's up. Oh, well, I can't get over here because they're all trying to get over. But yeah, we almost at the range, man. So I appreciate y'all for tapping in for these 20-some minutes. I ain't have a lot to talk about, honestly. I just wanted to tap in and say what's up with y'all. Be looking forward to some new videos coming out soon. SHOT Show is around the corner, so we'll be prepping for SHOT Show, getting our, you know, basically like getting our game plan together on what we go do there as far as questions we're gonna ask, how we're gonna film it, you know, how we're gonna do the daily vlog or whatever the case may be, so that we can really help push the movement forward. SHOT Show and everything that's coming out this year, coming up, prototypes, new equipment, new gear, new firearms, you name it, they go have it, and I'm gonna try to get it to y'all so y'all can see it firsthand, because when I'm at SHOT Show putting it out, as well as everybody else that's at SHOT Show putting it out, everybody who's looking it up at that moment in time will be the first people to have access to giving that information out. So it's gonna really help a lot of people's channels. So hopefully my channel grows a lot more, or a lot more. Hopefully the channel grows more after SHOT Show, before of course, but even after, because now I feel like it will definitely increase my range as far as the people who sees the content and stuff like that. So hopefully y'all like the content. Go back, check out some of the old videos, see what y'all like, see what y'all don't like. You got some criticism, give it. You got some information, give it. You just want to say you appreciate it, you know, whatever. But I appreciate y'all. I'm about to light. I'm at the light, about to turn, get ready to go into the range now. So I'll holler back at y'all. I'll probably try to get a video or two in while I'm here, since I got a little time at the range today. So